Oh, message from Fumi. What has she got to say this time around? What? Me? What's my business with your relationship with Tommy? What have I got to do with that? Why are you sending me a sticker? What is my no? What do I know went wrong between you and Tommy that you're sending me this stinker? What does she mean? I must send her a reply. Hmm. In fact, I'm not replying. I have to give her a call. Where is that her number? Hello, Fumi. Look, I'm not interested in your pleasantries, please. I'm not interested. What's the meaning of that message you just sent to me? What's my business with you and Tommy? What have I got to do with both of you? I don't know what relationship you have with her, and you are sending me that stinker. Because did I intervene in whatever is going on between both of you? Even when I'm aware of what's going on, I stay clear of your business. Please and please, let me give you a warning. Let this be the last time you will ever send a stinker to me. I don't care if you have relationships with other people. I don't want to know who your friends are. I don't intervene. I don't interfere in your relationships with other people. So, do not send me such messages again. Do you understand me? I don't want to receive such a message from you again. What the hell are you to even send me such a stinker? Who do you think you are? Please, I'm not interested in your explanation. All I know is let this be the last time you will ever do such a thing. Do you understand me? Please get the hell off my phone. Hi, my name is Dorcas, and what you've just witnessed is my outburst, my bodily response to anger, which is an emotion I felt immediately I read that message from a supposedly um, friendly person called for me. Well, like I mentioned, my name is Dorcas. I am an aspiring psychiatric nurse, and I am here to explain to you my own interpretation of the domains of mind. And to do this, I'll be showing you a collage which I made, and will be explaining my interpretation of each of the domains of mind. And thereafter, I'm going to share an experience with you where I had let my emotion take control of me when I should be using my wise mind. But first, let's discuss the domains of mind. So, what is domains of mind? Domains of mind is a concept in dialectical behavior therapy, DBT, that focuses on the different types of minds that we have with the goal of helping us to learn to manage the difficult emotions that we may be feeling at any particular time. So this is my collage. And on my collage, I have divided it into 4 sections, each section representing each of the domains of mind. Here I have emotion mind, body mind, reason mind, and the wise mind. So I will start with the emotion mind. The emotion mind is that part of a mind that is dominated by emotions. When we have an emotion, it instinctively tells us to act. For example, my outburst at the beginning of this video. You know, sometimes we experience intense and easily triggered emotions, and in such situations, the bigger the emotions get, the more prone we are to make decisions based on those emotions we are feeling. And this is known as impulsive behavior. And often, the decisions we make result in problems that we tend to regret later. But then, the emotion mind is not just about making decisions that we may regret later, because without emotion mind, love would not exist. Emotion mind allows us to feel excitement, love, compassion, empathy, kindness, passion, and many more emotions. So on my collage, I have used pictures that represent the emotions that I feel on a daily basis. Here is a dark cave representing the fear I go through daily. Here is a picture of a woman looking worried. This represents the anxiety, the worries, the distresses, the stress that I feel on a daily basis. This ocean wave furiously crashing against the rock represents the fury I feel when I'm angry. This calm still represents my love, and this boy enjoying being soaked in the rain represent the joy and happiness that I feel on a daily basis. Now, from my emotional mind, there is an arrow leading to body mind. Now, what is body mind? The body mind is where we become physically aware of the emotions we are feeling. This is where we physically respond to stimuli around us. It is our body's reaction to what is going on around us and what is going on inside us. The body mind gives us an insight into how emotionally active we are on a day-to-day basis. And it allows us to address our emotions before acting on them. So as a sequel to the emotions I feel in this section of my collage, I have used pictures that represent the way my body reacts to these emotions. So when I'm hungry, I am furious like this man. I tend to pull my hair, I gnash my teeth as well. And then I yell, I scream, I shout, just like this woman is yelling at her partner. And then everything becomes blurry. I'm no longer open to reason. Things are blurry. I can't see clearly. I'm just yelling. I'm just reacting in a very angry manner. That is how I feel and how I react when I'm angry. And then when I am sad, when I've been disappointed, when I'm stressed, when I'm anxious, when I'm nervous or worried, this is how I feel. I just cry. I simply cry, not knowing what to do, how else to approach a matter. I just cry. And lastly, I have this picture of volcanic eruption. The intensity with which the volcano is erupting depicts the way or the intensity that I use to express my excitement, my happiness, my love. I laugh, I yell, I scream, I smile, I sing with the same intensity. So this is how my body reacts to what I feel in my emotion mind. Now, my next collage is reason mind. This mind is not impulsive at all. Rather, it is a place where analytical, more measured and controlled thoughts enter our consciousness. A lot of logical thinking takes place in the reason mind. We approach matters intellectually, behaviors are planned as well. And the reason mind often uses information from our past experiences to dictate the way we respond to whatever emotion that we are feeling. And of course, all this has to be done when a person is calm, when we are calm. It is not done when we are emotional at all. No, we won't find a reasonable approach to solving whatever situation we may find ourselves. So on my collage, I have used pictures that represent the kind of thinking, the kind of reasoning that goes on in the reasoning mind. So I have this picture of books, textbooks, picture of a teacher teaching numbers, and a scale to represent the amount of intellectual thinking that has to be done in order to critically analyze whatever distressful situation or emotion that we may be facing on a day-to-day basis. I have also included the picture of my favorite George. I love this George because she approaches matters arising in a courtroom in a logical manner before she delivers a fair and balanced judgment. So this tells me that emotions, situations have to be approached in a logical manner, and whatever decisions I come to has to be fair and balanced. And then I've added a picture of this outer space to represent the empirical method that has to be applied to our reason mind. I have this picture of a woman walking to represent the kind of calmness we need in order to remain focused to approach whatever emotion we are facing. And lastly, I have this picture of this woman. You can see that she's practicing calmness through meditation. So on this picture, we have this quote: even when you know you are right, even when someone is putting you under pressure, even when you want to lash out, your best response will always come from a place of calm stillness. What does this tell me? This tells me that I need to be calm. I need to be focused. I need to pay attention. And I need to use a lot of critical thinking methods to come to an approach that can successfully make me respond in a way that I won't regret later. So, lastly, I have my wise mind. This wise mind is often described as the meeting of emotional, body, and reasonable mind. It is the synthesis of all these three minds. And this is where we integrate feedback and awareness from all these other domains of mind in order to formulate a deliberate response to whatever stimuli that we may come across in our life. So this will help us to make a decision that is wise. So on my collage, the wise mind is represented by its definition. The wise mind takes feelings and logic into consideration when making decisions. So wise mind helps us to accomplish our goals while acknowledging and honoring whatever emotions that we may be feeling. And one thing is, the more we reflect on what the wise mind has to say, the more we are likely to come to a solution that works. And the more we'll be willing to tolerate whatever difficulties that may arise along the way. So integrating wise mind into our decision making can reduce whatever painful emotional states we may find ourselves in. So at this point, I'm going to tell a short story. It's actually an experience I had with my boy, where I should have used my wise mind, but I let my emotional mind control me. So there was this day I was choked up with household chores that has to be completed before I go to work. And then the most difficult part of my chores is usually when I have to cook African foods to be stored in the freezer for later use. So on these days, as I was busily working in the kitchen, my son kept on interrupting me with stories that I consider distractions. He won't stop talking. So all of a sudden, I snapped and yelled at him to shut up. And I said some other words that were not too pleasant to him. So the last thing I saw on my son's face was this terrifying expression, and then he ran out of the kitchen. A few minutes later, I heard a loud crying noise coming from the direction of the bathroom. So that tells me that when my son ran out of the kitchen, he went into the bathroom to cry. My goodness, I became so ashamed of myself for yelling at him and to saying all those things to him. So I went to the bathroom, but apparently he had locked himself in there. I couldn't open the bathroom door. But then I became worried, I became apprehensive, and I started apologizing to him, promising to listen to whatever he has to say to me, no matter how ridiculous they may seem to be. He then said something to me. He said, "Mom, you never listen to what I have to say." I was so shocked at his words that I lost my balance. I had to lean on the wall for support. You know, it touched me that I have been behaving that way without actually realizing it. So I consoled him, I comforted him with soothing words, and promised to be a better mom, promised to be a better listener. So he eventually calmed down, let himself out of the washroom, and then we came to an agreement to work on helping ourselves, regarding when it is appropriate to discuss important matters. So this experience I take with me everywhere I go to, and I believe I will take it to my grave as well. This experience I can't really forget because it actually brought me back to reality. It tells me that I have been using emotional mind when I should have been using wise mind. If I had been calmer, if I had told him in a calm voice to give me a few minutes to finish my chores, then we can have a real talk, things would have turned out better. At least that way I would have behaved myself well, and I wouldn't have regretted all those things I said to him and the manner in which I responded to him. So clearly my emotion and body mind took total control of me. I didn't leave room for reason mind, and I didn't use my wise mind. So in summary, emotions inform us about our internal states. They influence us in intuitive ways and provide much joy and depth to our lives as well. But then problems can arise when emotions drive us rather than inform us. When we allow our emotions to control us, then we will find ourselves in situations that we may tend to regret later. So emotions need to be detected, they need to be examined and respected as well. But also, we need to use a reasoned mind to keep our emotions in check. Everybody has a wise mind. Some of us have found it, some have not. Meditation is a way we can realize our wise mind. So it's important that we find that wise mind, because that's the only way we'll let go of intense emotion, and then we'll be using our wise mind to make rational decisions that we won't regret later. Thank you.